Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday. It's daylight savings. Just stupid. Hate daylight savings. Anyways, I couldn't tell you why we have it because I haven't spent enough time studying it, so I don't care, but I just can't stand it. Anyways, let's go over some news for the day. We have some very stupid people in Congress and the Senate, and on both sides. Don't get me wrong, on both sides. It's just the Democrats that are the loudest and the dumbest. But let's talk about that for a minute, shall we? So, Trump wins the election. Democrats lose their mind. Shocker. And they become loud, ignorant children. And there's some infighting going on. Okay. Hakeem Jeffries has no control of what the younger underclass is doing. You got AOC spouting some shit that she never has any idea on how it's going. She has no idea on how economics works or money works in that matter. Unless you forget, Amazon wanted to build a distribution center in her district, and which would have created a ton of jobs, inflow. It's tax money because we know how much the Democrats love taxes. But she opened up her stupid horse face and got it moved out, and our district suffers because of it. That's money that comes in. These people don't realize, like, billionaires and corporations. Yes, not always good, but when it can create an economy in an area where people can make money and try to pull themselves out of wherever they're at, that's a good thing. That is a good thing, money to be made. But she's an idiot. So, and then you got Jasmine Crockett. God damn, that bitch is dumb. Fuck, is she dumb. Every time she speaks, it just gives a chance for the GOP to win the midterms, and I hope they capitalize on this. Come on, Texas, get your shit together. We got to get that broad out of there. Anyways, but before, I'm sure you noticed that the Democratic Party was always in unison, right? The older ones, the older Democrats like Grandma Vodka, who was in charge, good old Nancy Pelosi, she knew how to keep those animals under control, keep them caged, if you will, when she was Speaker of the House. Yes, you had some loudmouths, but they followed the script. They got the call. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were told, how to act. There was decorum. But it was all one thing. Well, with Nancy Pelosi out of the seat, okay, she is no longer the Speaker of the House, thank God. I was tired of watching her trying to adjust her teeth on TV. They're running rampant, and it's hurting them. It really is. Rashida Tlaib, if you watch the joint session of Congress, there's stupid signs, there's stupid pink suits. Supposedly they walked out, nobody noticed. But there's a lot of Democratic infighting right now. It's a good thing because now they're exposed for the communists that they are. There are a lot of communists in the Democratic Party. And there's a lot of idiots in the Democratic Party. There's a lot of idiots in the Republican Party too. James Cornyn. But there's also some bright people on both sides, and that's the thing is the smart ones on the Democratic, they work in the shadows, they keep the underclass under control, and that's how they do their damage. No, if you're going to destroy something, you don't say it out loud, you do it slowly and quietly. Well, so this is going to be a problem, and hopefully if they do keep this up, the midterms will not be a problem, not in the least bit. And there's no way of saying that they won't. I mean, they're screaming, oh, they're going to hurt Medicaid. I'm sure that's what Al Green's dumbass was arguing about before he got the boot and then got censured. Now they're saying it's because of his skin color. It's always the same playbook. They're going to revert to racism or Hitler's a Nazi. Just like what we talked about the other day, a little bit of wordplay. But they're saying Medicaid's getting cut, Social Security's getting cut. And Trump never said any of that. Never said any of that. But that's what they're going with. Oh, Trump wants to take away your Medicaid because Obamacare didn't do enough damage. He's going to take away your Social Security, which you should not be relying on as your retirement, anyways. If you are relying on the government, you're destined to die. It is that simple. It really is. So, but their main thing is the price of eggs, right? I thought Trump was going to bring down the price of eggs. He said he was going to bring down inflation, blah, blah. First off, inflation never goes away. Wages catch up with inflation. Inflation never goes down. If Trump could do it, it'd be a miracle. He'd probably start walking on water, too. Highly unlikely. But wages can catch up, right? So, as we talked in the jobs market the other day, it can be done. But this whole egg thing, if some of you were not aware, after Trump got elected, Biden told farmers to cull hundreds of thousands of chickens over bird flu. So supply and demand. If you kill everything that makes eggs and people have very limited resources of it, price is going to go up. That was Biden. He culled chickens over bird flu. Bird flu has been around forever. I have seen sick birds as far back as I can remember. As someone who hunts ducks and geese, there's been years where we used to see ducks and geese walking around on the floor all dizzy, zombie-like because they got flu, some kind of bird flu. That's what happens. That is the world. But when you get into modern farming practices, all that can be prevented. So why cull all these chickens? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? You tank the economy to make Trump look bad. Just a theory, but the data's there. So if you hear anybody saying, well, the price of eggs, well, then why did Biden kill over 110,000 chickens or a million chickens or whatever, some ungodly amount of fucking chickens got killed? Well, they lay eggs. Now egg prices are going to go up because there's not as much supply and demand. Basic capitalism. But if you hadn't known, and we all know my love for our neighbors in that hellscape to the north, China slapped a massive tariff on them. And I couldn't stop laughing. But nobody in Canada is bitching about that. I don't see Trudeau crying on TV like a whiny little bitch over that. It's all manufactured hysteria. Tariffs have been around forever. There's always been tariff wars amongst the countries. But if it's not politically destroying to your opponent, it doesn't matter, right? I'm sorry, Canada. I'm sure some of you are great, but there's a lot of stupid fucking people in your country. Happy with paying your guys' massive taxes, having your guns taken away from you. See, if you were a state, you'd have rights. Not run by some commie little bastard Trudeau who cries on live TV looking like a little bitch. But this is what I was saying earlier. If you watch some of my other videos about the tariffs and the trade wars, Canada is putting themselves to be a third world nation. They're going to tax themselves into oblivion. So, if you follow me on X, I did put up a little video explaining how tariffs work based on GDP, and everybody's freaking out about Canada putting tariffs on America by 25%, even though they already tariff most of our goods at 400%, because we send more products. Same with Mexico. Mexico sends us, I think, 38% of their GDP. So if we tariff 25% on that, they're the ones breaking. We send that between Canada and Mexico together. Our shipping only makes up 2.7% of our GDP. Only 2.7. Where if you combine Mexico and Canada, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but it comes out to somewhere around 50%. So whatever they send us, which is most of their GDP, which if you don't know what that is gross domestic product, and nobody buys it, who does it hurt? It hurts them, not us. We are a self-sustaining country. Canada needs us. Mexico needs us. So they can celebrate their little victories of Trump backing off. But I think Trump doesn't do anything without a purpose. I think there's something else going on here, and we'll find out soon enough come April, because he backed out, and I'm sure it's going to be hell on earth for these countries in trade. But we'll see how it goes. Until next time, talk to you guys soon.